Hello, bonjour everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching my video and thank you for those who subscribe to my channel. Today is a battle report. It's follow ACE campaign, race to Minsk. And on the second mission, the Germans were able to stop the advance of the Soviet. So now they consolidate their defense and they are on counterattack. So they decide to counterattack and they choose their ground where they want to fight the Soviet. So today is counterattack by the German, and the battle is 105 point. The Germans are on the offensive with a counterattack, so we're going to look at their unit. For 105 point, we have one Stug as HQ with a 7.5 for 6 point. 3 Stug assault gun bat platoon with one, it's a Howitzer for 17 point. A second platoon of 3 Stug with one Howitzer for 17 point. And we have an escort of 7 STG-44 assault rifle team. That's my formation. I don't have any more formation for the German. And support, we have a Puma Scout troops for 2 Puma 5 cm 4 point. We have the West Artillery Battery 3 West for 9 point. And we have the Sturm Grenadier Platoon 7 MG42 team with Panzerfaust. And we're going to use the command card for 2 point. It is Joseph Schreber. And what it does is it gives that Storm Grenadier Platoon assault this unit leader is on a roll of 2+ instead of the 3, and they counterattack on a roll of 3+ instead of a 2, instead of a 4. So we improve for 2 point my Storm Grenadier Platoon when it comes the time to do assault. We're going to use 2 SS unit. We're going to use a Tiger SS tank platoon for 2 Tiger for 25 point, and we use 5 MG42 SS Panzer Grenadier Platoon for 5 point, for a total of 105 point. That completes my German forces. The Soviet, to defend against the counterattack from the German, they're going to use 3 formations. The first formation we're going to look at is AVSP Artillery Regiment. So they have 1 regimental HQ, it's a IS-2 for 7 point. We have a platoon of 3 ISU-152, and it is equipped with the 12.7mm defense for 20 point. We have the ISU-152 3 times with the air defense for 12.7mm for 23 point. The second formation is the Aero T-34-85 Tank Battalion HQ for 5 point, 1 vehicle. A platoon of Aero T-34-85 of 3 vehicles for 13 point. A second platoon of 3 T-34-85 for 13 point. And we have the Aero SMG company, is 5 PPSH SMG team with 1 commissar for 5 point. With that, we're going to add 1 command card. It's a Aero Tanko Decent Niki. And what it does, it permits those to travel on top of the T-34-85 tank for 1 point. And the last formation is the Aero Motor Rifle Battalion with the HQ is a 2 PPSMG team for 2 point. Aero Motor Rifle Company 7 DPMG team with 1 commissar for 8 point, and the second Aero Motor Rifle Company with 7 DPMG team with commissar for 8 point to bring to 105 point. As the mission is counterattack, the German will start with the entire force on the table, while the Soviet will have up to 60% of their force, and with those 60%, they are allowed to have 1 ambush. Let's have a quick look at how the Soviets are deployed. We have here 3 ISU-152. They are ambush team. We have 1, 2, 3. That's the SMG platoon mounted on the T-34-85 on the side. This is the delimitation of the current map. And we look at this outside on the side of the Soviet. We have ISU-152 over here. Then we have a platoon of Aero Rifle Company near the objective, the Soviet place over here. The German put the target marker right over here near the forest. We have the formation commander of the infantry rifle company right here. We have the T-34 formation HQ and the platoon of T-34 with number 1, 2, and 3 that refer to the platoon mounted on the back of the T-34. And that's complete the deployment for the Soviet. And at the other hand, we have the other dark gray as the limitation of the battlefield. The reserve are placed on this corner because they will arrive from this corner. So we have ISU-152 platoon, T-34 85 platoon, and one aero rifle company platoon right here. Now for the German deploy. They place the marker here in the no man's land. They use their Puma as spearhead on the road, so they come all the way over here. They have to be at least 16 inches off the marker, the objective, and they deploy around the Puma 2 Tiger, the platoon of 2 Tiger. They place inside the house my SS heavy machine Panzergrenadier. They have outside Panzergrenadier, Stormtrooper Panzergrenadier, team of 7. We also have a platoon of 3 Sturmgeschütze and the formation headquarters of the Sturmgeschütze over here. And that is on the no man's land around the Puma. We move slowly toward the main force, or technically where the main force of the German will arrive from. And we have 8 inches from the center, my 3 West. We have my 2nd platoon of Sturmgeschütze with number 1, 2, and 3. They refer to the troops. They are on the back of the vehicle. And the troops are marked here 1, 2, 3 for the vehicle, and this is the STG-44 platoon. So that complete deployment on both sides for the mission counterattack, and we start with turn 1 German. Turn 1 for the German, they decide just to move, they did not fire any shot. So what we have is the Storm Grenadier move 8 inches, so they get close to the objective here, even though they need to turn 6 to capture the objective. They want to get there and consolidate their objective. My Sturmgeschütze move near the building, facing where the upcoming reinforcement will arrive. My Panzergrenadier, they put them on the house. That was a mistake from me. They should not be against the wall there, so they could dig in right away, but now they are just against the wall, so they are in bulletproof cover. The 2 Tiger did not move. And then over here, my 2 Puma move back 36 inches to come back in the main territory of the German. My West go through the gate to enter the farmhouse here around with a long edge bocage style, so it's a bulletproof cover. I need cross-check to pass it, but the door are fine. My 3 Sturmgeschütze with troops on the back just move behind the hill there. They are hiding from everybody, and they're gonna stay there. So that's complete. Turn 1 for the German. There's no firing. There's no reason to fire. We don't see. Oh, I forgot. And my formation headquarters Stug move 12 inches, so between the tree line and the edge near the road, and they want to see what's happening in the Soviet territory. Turn 1 for the Soviet. They don't have any vehicle bailout. They don't have any troops pinned down. We don't deploy the ambush because there's no need. They will not see anything, so there's no reason to deploy the ambush. We're going to roll for reserve. We need to roll a 5 for the reserve. And we got 4, so there's no reserve coming on the first turn. The Soviets decided to play safe as well. The only thing they did is move their platoon of a T-34 with troops on it 8 inches. They need to do a cross-check. They passed a cross-check. And then they did a follow me, and they were successful on the follow me. So they are right in the forest, except one where the 4 inches arrive at the edge of the forest. My formation T-34-85 moved a few inches as well, almost 8 inches, to be at the T-junction here, facing the enemy, without seeing any enemy right now. So we're good. So that's complete deployment for the Soviet. They stay where they are mostly. There's no reserve coming in, so there's a bunch of people still in hiding. Turn 2 for the German. At this end of the map, the SS Panzergrenadier want to dig in, so they need a 4 for that, and they roll a 6, so they are fine. They are digging now right at the edge of the building or the fence. The Tiger did not move. My Sturmgrenadier moved 8 inches, so they are all along the forest edge near the objective, so they are holding the objective, but they need to be at 6, turn 6 to have victory. My 3 Stug over there, platoon, did not move. My formation commander of Stug did not move as well, and they decide they're going to put a marker right there near the T-34 platoon with troops and the T-34-85 formation headquarters. On the other end of the map, my Puma moved 6 inches or 8 just to be at the edge of corner of the farmhouse. So we're going to go try to range in and have some shot toward the T-34. Now the formation headquarters for Stug put a marker, so the west would try to range in. When we look at the marker, we cover all 4 vehicles, so the formation headquarters and the platoon of T-34. We need to range in on the 3 because of the terrain. We need to range in on the 4. So first attempt, and we got a 5. We're ranging on the first attempt. Now we're going to try to hit. So to hit the T-34, they are hit on the 3+. So we're going to start with the formation headquarters. We need to hit on the 3, hit on the 4. The first T-34, number 1 here, hit on the 4. The second one got a 2, so it's safe. And the third one, 6. Now because they have been hit and they transport infantry, we have to dismount those infantry. So first step, the formation headquarters, top armor is 1, and the west is 3 and stand. So we need to roll at least 2 to equal or more. Roll a 4, so it's completely fine. This one here, we need a 3 as well. So we need 2+. We got the 2, so it's a possible bailout. And the last one, the 2+. And you got a 1, so it's a possible, it's 2. So we're going to roll. That one is fine. Are we going to bail out? The Wasp have a firepower of 3+. We need to 3+ to bail him out. You got a 5. He is bail out. The one, number 3, we need at least a 3+ to destroy. And you got a 1 is bail out as well. Now, the infantry has been hit on the vehicle. We need to do a save for each team. If they fail their save, they will be destroyed. So for the Aeromotor Rifle Company, you need to roll a 3 to save him. We have the commissar here. You got a 4, he is safe. We have the leader. You got a 3, it is safe. We have those 2 teams. The first one here, need a 3 as well. You got a 2, he is destroyed. And the next one, you got a 3, is safe. So we lost 1 team of infantry and we pinned them down. That complete firing and shooting for the German, and turn 2 completed for the German. Turn 2 for the Soviet, so we're going to go with the pin down and bailout vehicle first. We have the Aero SMG team company that is pinned down, so we need, because of the commission, a 3+ to unpin. He got 3, so he is unpinned. Now we have 2 T-34 that are bailout. We're going to see if we can unbail them. So we need to roll a 4 to remove them. The motivation is 4, so we need to roll 4. The first one here, he got a 4, so he's not bailout anymore. And the next one, he got a 6, so he's not bailout anymore. So they don't have troops inside their vehicle, on top of their vehicle anymore. And we get a dismount number 2 here, so the troop will be dismount. So that completes the side. We'll go on the other side and see if we can bring some people from the reserve. So turn 2, we need 2 dice. So we have a possibility of 2 teams coming on the table. We need to roll at least a 5. You get a 6 and a 4, at least 1 team will be on the table. So let's deploy them now. So the Soviets don't move the ambush, so they stay hiding. Movement is complete for everybody. We'll just go and overview it a bit later. We stay on the side of the table. My platoon that came on the table jump in the house to protect themselves because they have German really nearby. So there's 2 teams on the first floor and 2 teams on the second floor. They're going to fire 2 shots each at my SS Panzergrenadier. SS Panzergrenadier are hit on 3. Because they are dig in and conceal, they're going to be hit on the 4 and the 5. So 8 shot we need to hit on the 5. For hit, almost pin them down. So we need to do a save. Roll 4 dice. Need for them for the SS. The save is 3. 3 miss. So they need to do firepower, and their firepower is 6. So we need 6. 5-2-2. So everybody is safe. There's no 5 hit. So they are not pinned down. So that complete firing and shooting for the Soviet. So there's only movement here. The 3 T-34 move across the forest, so they pass this cross-check, so they are safe. And the infantry as well move 8 inches, so everybody is fine right now. So that complete movement shooting for the Soviet. So that complete their turn. We'll go turn 3 for the German. Turn 3 for the German. They have no bailout team or pin down unit. So we're going to do movement. The first movement I did is my Puma was at the gate of the courtyard of the farm. And they move in 2 by 10 inches almost to the other edge of the courtyard. My SS Panzergrenadier get out of their trench and start to charge the house, so obviously they are about to assault the house. My formation command Stug did not move. He can see and try to put an aiming point for the west near the objective that the Soviet placed and their area. So one movement I want to do that is haven't moved is a platoon of Stug near the railroad station. They are like 26, 27 inches from the house where the Soviet infantry are, and they need to do a blitz move. And for the Stug, it's a 3+ to be able to be in range and fire all their weapons as a rate of stop. So we'll try that. So we need 3+. We roll a 6, so they are about to blitz toward the building. Now it's the shooting phase for the German, and we're going to start with the artillery. They place their aiming point right here, so the Stug formation headquarters can see it, and we cover the formation command for the Aero Rifle Company and 2 teams from the Aero Rifle Company. To aim at them is a 3+ plus. Because there's a denivellation on the ground, we need to roll a 4 to be able to use the artillery. So let's start. We got a 3, but we need a 4. We got a 6 on the second attempt. So we hit on the second attempt. That means instead to be hit on the 3, it would be hit on the 4. We're going to start with this team, and we roll a 3, so we don't. This one, it's a 6, so we have 1 hit. The formation command, first team, it's a 2, is safe. The second team, it's a 4, is hit. So both teams have been hit 1 time, so both are pinned from there. Now they have to make the save. You need the 3. And you got a 6, so it's safe. This one needs a 3 as well. And you got a 6, is safe. Both teams are safe, but they are pinned down for both of them. Good take. So shooting for the German. We're going to be aiming at the building where the Aero Motor Rifle Company is in. There's 4 teams, 2 on each floor. We're going to start with the Stug Platoon that is near the railroad station. They are less than 24 inches, so more than 16. So they hit with a penalty of +1 for distance. And because they are inside the building, they are concealed, there's a +1 there as well. So the Howitzer, because the each round will need only to hit on the 4, while the 7.5 will need 5. So the green dice will hit on the 4 and the gray on the 5. So we can see we have 4, 5, so we get 2 hit by the Howitzer. And the 7.5 have 1 hit. So they need to do a save for the 7.5. We're going to start with that one. So we need to roll at least a 3 to be safe. Roll a 4, so it is safe. Now the Howitzer hit 2 times because they need a 4 to hit, and because they are a brutal weapon, we need to roll another dice for each one, and that would give the number of hit inside the building when we look at the rules shooting with a brutal weapon inside the building. So we're going to roll 1 dice for the first shot. It's a 2. And the second one, we have a 5. So one is hit 3 times, the other is hit 6 times. So we're going to hit 3 times with the first shot, so we're going to use a dice. And we need to save it 3 times. And on top of need to save 3 times, because it's 3 times, there's 3 teams that got hit 1 time. We need to save twice because it's a brutal weapon. He need to be saving twice. So let's see first shot. Both fail. So it can be destroyed. We need to make a firepower to save him. Second one. Both save, so it's fine. The third shot. It failed, so we need 2 that may be destroyed. We just need firepower. Now we have 6 times we need to hit. So 2 teams are 2 times and 4 teams 1 time. So it's 1 possible. So the first team on the main floor that hit 2 times is 1 possible. The second team is possible as well for the first shot. The second shot is possible as well. Now we're talking about the 6 times, so each time there's 2 more teams to be hit 1 time. So we need save. And it is possible too. And the second one is safe. So we have 3 teams that are in danger to be destroyed, or let's say 3 teams to be fair, 4 teams to be fair, because I should indicate which one. So now we need firepower, and the firepower for the Stug Howitzer, it's a 2+. So if we roll a 2+, there's going to be destroyed team. So this one, you need a 2+. One is safe, the second one is destroyed. So we have one team destroyed. The second one, it's a 1 is safe, and second shot is a 3, is destroyed. The third one, the one on top, need a 2 to destroy. It's 4, is destroyed. And the last team, need a 2 to destroy. You got a 6, is destroyed. So all 4 teams has been destroyed. It goes with my guys to move to assault. There's nobody inside the building anymore. They all been destroyed by the Howitzer. That complete turn 3 for the German. The SS Panzer Grenadier move in the open to attack. That put them in a really bad decision because they were not able to assault. They were all destroyed by the Howitzer. They had lucky shot. Now it would be turn 3 for the Soviets. Starting turn 3 for the Soviet, we have our Aeromotor Rifle Company here. They were they were attacked by the Howitzer and the German. They lost 4 teams, so they are pinned down. We need to unpin, and to unpin them, we need a 3+. They roll a 4, they are unpinned. My formation command over there, infantry, near their objective, is pinned down, so we need a 3+ to unpin. His 3 is unpinned. And my other Aeromotor Rifle Company, near the formation headquarters, is pinned down as well. We need the 3+ to unpin. You got a 5, they are unpinned. So all 3 teams are unpinned. We don't have any bailout. So we're going to go with turn 3, bring it reserve. We have 3 dice. We need at least a 5 to bring 1 unit. Regardless, if they fail, there's going to be 1 unit. Otherwise, it might be more. You got 1, 3, 1. So only 1 unit would bring on the table. Let's see what the Soviets decide to bring. So the Soviets decide to deploy their ambush ISU-152. So they are deployed on the table. We'll see in a few minutes where they are and what their intent is. We move our reserve. We decide to bring the ISU-122 on the table. They have their movement, so they're going to fire at the rate of moving vehicle. They're going to fire 1 shot each because it's a heavy weapon. So the ISU is a brutal forward firing, slow firing. So they would hit with a penalty of 1 because they are slow firing. It's a brutal weapon. So they have each one 1 shot. When we look at the distance, they have a maximum of 28 inch, but they decide to go head-on with the Tiger. So they are all less than 16 inches. The Tiger is hit on the 4. It's concealed hit on the 5 because of the concrete wall. And because it's slow firing, hit on the 6. So they have 1 shot each. So those 2 vehicles here have 1 shot at that Tiger. And this one has 1 shot at the other Tiger. So we need a 6. Let's roll. We got 2, 5. So nothing happened. The other one hit on the 6 as well. And he got a hit. Now it is a 14 against the German anti-tank. And the anti-tank of it's 9. So we need to roll a 5. We roll a 6, perfectly fine. So nothing happened to the 2 Tiger. So let's go see the ambush team. So the ambush, they need to be at least 16 inches from any enemy in direct view. If they are concealed, they can be less than 16 inches, but they cannot be closer than 4 inches. So in this case, they are on the other side of the hill, and the team is at least 6 inches. So they are concealed, so they don't see them. They are more than 4 inches, so they are fine. Now they will move because they cannot just stay there. They don't see the enemy. So we're going to move them. So my 3 ISU-152 move on the side. They're going to hit on the side of the Stuggisches. The Stug is hit on the 4 and 5 because it's overworked. So there's a penalty for slow firing, not overworked, but slow firing. So they're going to be hit on the 5. 3 shot each hit on the 5. So we can see we have a 3, a 4, and a 2. So they all missed their shot. So that's complete for my ambush. They fired 1 shot each, hit on the 5, and they were not able to hit. So the distance between my T-34 here and my Stuggisches formation headquarters is 26 inches. So he's hit on the 4. Because of the distance, it's hit on the 5. And because it's partially concealed because of the track, hit on the 6. We need to roll a 6 for that. And we roll a 1, so nothing happened. The distance between this T-34 and my Stuggisches Howitzer is 17 inches. So there's a penalty plus 1 for the distance. Because we can see only the front, because of the building, there's a penalty of 1 for concealment. So instead to be hit on the 4, it would be hit on the 6. We have 1 dice because he moved, so we need a 6. And we got a 3, so nothing happened. So that completes turn 3 for the Soviet. Well, actually, before we start turn 4 for the German, my Soviet, I said they were done turn 3, but actually, I move infantry inside this building. There's a team of 2, plus the leader and the commissar, so 14. The rate of fire for moving is 2, so it's 8 shot. Again, the SS Panzergrenadier. SS Panzergrenadier are hit on the 3+. Actually, 5 hit, we pin down the SS Panzergrenadier. So they need to do their save, otherwise they are automatically destroyed. So it's 1 for each. So my team leader is here. The others, all 4, are going to just roll 1 time, need a 3+. We lost 3 right there. Well, that teaches them to move out. And then the last one is the team leader. The 5 is safe. So they are safe. So we lost 3 teams. And they are pinned down. So now we complete turn 3 for the Soviet. So turn 4 for the German. We're going to start with my Panzergrenadier, SS. They are pinned down, so we need to roll, at least for the SS, it's a fearless 3+, 2 unpinned. So we need to roll 3+. We roll a 4, so they are not pinned anymore. There's 2 teams. So we're still good, I think. So we can keep them there. But they got their lesson, and they are backing off behind the wall there. Way too much lead in the open. So they are behind the wall here. And that's their movement for them. My 2 Tiger will not move. And I'm going to move other team because they need movement with what just happened. And we'll see what's going on after that. So the West will do a second bombardment at the Soviet. So the headquarters, formation headquarters for the rifle company, hit on the 3. There's 2 hit. They need to do their save. It's a 3+. 1 failed, so we need to do a firepower for them because they are entrenched. So we need a 2. And the West is, let me check. The West is a 3+. So we need a 3+ to destroy. So 1 formation headquarters rifle company is destroyed. Now we have 2 teams that can be 1 shot each, hit on the 3. They both hit, they need their save. 1 is safe, 1 doesn't. So we need a firepower for the second one. Need a 3+. And it's a fail, so it's safe. Both are pinned down, but they lost 1 formation command team. My Stuggisches headquarters, because they redirect fire, they will not shoot at the T-34 command vehicle. So we have my 2 Puma move 10 inches and can shoot at the formation T-34 headquarters. My 3 Stug move on the side of the ISU-152 and they can shoot. they hit on the 3 plus. But we have one Howitzer that anti-tank is 10, and the two other anti-tank is 11. So we're going to have 2 gray gun, 2 gray for the shooting, and 1 green for the Howitzer. So the 7.5 is gray, and the other is green. So we roll and need the 3 plus. So we get 5, 4, 1. So we put 1 there, 1 here, and the Howitzer miss. Now the anti-tank is 11, and the side armor is 8. So we need to roll at least 3 to be bailout possible, or better to be safe. So the first one, it's a 3 possible bailout, and the second one, a 5. So we need to see 1, so possible destroy. So 1 can be bailout, and 1 can be destroyed. We're going to try the bailout. We need to roll for that Panzergrenadier Stug. We need to roll a 3. So with the 3, we bail him out. We get a 5, so he's bailed out. The other, a 3 plus, will destroy the ISU-152. And it's destroyed. So we destroy 1, bail out 1. So my escort platoon jump off the vehicle. So we're going to remove the tag. And the assault the ISU-152. ISU-152, they only have 1 team that can fire back at them, and it is the last one. The one is destroyed, the other is bailed out, so there's nobody inside the tank. And they have the anti-tank gun, it's a 2, so they need to roll hit on the 4, if I remember right. So let's see, Escort Platoon hit on the 4. So they have 2 shots with their machine gun, hit a 4. A 5 and a 3. So we need to do a save, like a 6 and a 3. So we need to do a save. The 3, so everybody is safe. Now we can try to destroy them. For that is top armor 2. So those guys are going to try to hit them. So the escort platoon, 1 shot each. And the assault is a 2 plus. So 1 shot each, 1, 2, 3, 3 shot, 4 shot, because there's 2 on this side for that one, 2 on this side for that one. So 4 shot, hit on the 2, so 3 hit, but because the top armor is 2, and when the infantry assault is it's 2, so they are safe automatically. So we don't have to worry about that. But now the ISU-152 need to counterattack, and counterattack is a 5 plus. If they fail, they're going to have to break off. So they need to roll a 5 plus to counterattack. They roll a 1, so you need to break off. So there's only 1 vehicle. The other, because they are bailed out, is destroyed automatically. So we can destroy that guy. And the other have to move at least 6 inches for the break off. So I'm going to go on the other side of the table and move him 6 inches. Now my infantry team will consolidate their position. So that complete my skirmishes with the escort assault against my ISU-152. My 2 Puma have 1 shot each, and it's over 16 inches if I remember right. So let's see. No, it's less than 16 inches, so there's no penalty for distance. 1 shot each, and the T-34 hit on the 3. 4 because concealment. So let's see what we roll. 1 shot each. Get a 5 and 2, so 1 hit. The Puma anti-tank is 9, and the front armor of the T-34 is 6. So we need at least a 3 plus to save, or 3 to 3 to bail out possible, or plus to be safe. So we need to roll a 2. So it's a possible destroy. For that, we need to roll a 4. And we roll a 3, so it's only bail out. My Tiger now will shoot. Both have 2 shots. So this Tiger will aim at this ISU-122, and this Tiger will aim at this ISU-122. Both hit on the 3 because of the distance is less than 16, and there's no concealment from them. So 2 shots toward him on the 3. You'll get a 6 and a 5, so 2 hit. And the other gonna hit on the 3 as well. You get a 6 and a 3, so both are hit. The ISU-122 front armor is 9, and the Tiger instinct is 14. So there's no penalty in the distance, so you need 5 to hit. So because the front armor is 9 and instinct 14, you need a 5 to be possible bailout, or better to be safe. You got a 1, so we're gonna roll to destroy. The other one got a 4, it can be destroyed as well. And those 2, a 5, is safe, and 2, it can be destroyed. Because a 5 will bring it to 14, so it can be bailed out with the 5. So we're going to start with this one, and my Tiger need to roll a 3. Roll a 5, so he is destroyed. The second one need a 3 to destroy. Roll a 5, he is destroyed. We're going to roll, if we destroy, you need a 3 to destroy. Got a 4, he is destroyed. So those SS are really formidable shooter. They destroy all 3 ISU-122. And that complete turn 4 for the German. We'll go turn 4 Soviet. Okay, before starting turn 4 for the Soviet, I made 2 mistakes, or 1 mistake. Is my SS Panzergrenadier platoon has to roll for last 10. You need to be at least 3 teams in the platoon for infantry, not to have to roll for last 10, because there are only 2 and need to roll for last 10. So we need a 3+. We'll get a 3, is safe for this turn. Now my Storm Grenadier platoon want to dig in. I forgot to do that before turn 3, and I should have done that on my on this turn 4. So I'm gonna roll. I need a 3 to dig in. I got a 5, so they dig in. Turn 4 for the Soviet. We need to look at who's bail out, who's pinned down. We have the T-34 formation headquarters is bail out. We need to roll for it. So we need a 3 to be safe. You got a 2, so he stay bail out. And he need actually a 4. So it's even worse. He's confident it's 4, so to remount, he need motivation 4+. Now my formation headquarters for the infantry, Aero Rifle Company, is pinned down, so we need a 3. He got a 3, he's on pin. And my Aero Rifle Company platoon need a 3 as well to unpin. You got a 5, they are on pin. So except for the T-34 that stayed bail out, everybody else is remove their tag. Now we need to look at the last 10 for any unit in the Soviet. And we have the ISU-152. He's alone, so we need to roll a last 10 for them. And the ISU-152, last 10 is 3+. And we roll a 4, so he is fine. The next step for deployment, the Soviet need to roll for their reserve. It is 3 dice or more, so they automatically receive reserve. So, and it is only 1 reserve left. So the T-34-85 come on the table, and they go hide behind the ISU-122. So they are partially concealed from the Tiger tank. So that complete deployment, we do movement for the Soviet now. So the Soviet, the only unit they move is that platoon of T-34-85 that move 12 inches to reach and see the Stug Platoon. Also my infantry inside the building, so that SMG platoon that goes with the T-34 and can mount them is inside the building. So they are 2 inches from the Stugisches, so they're gonna assault them after the shooting. So first, we have 1 shot each from the T-34, so it's a hit on the 4. It's straightforward. They are too close to have any change. So we need 3 dice, hit on the 4. We'll get a 6 and 4 to hit. So we're going to attach them to those one. The anti-tank is 12. And the Stug front armor is 7. So we need a 5 to save, or to be possible bailout, and more to save. So this one here, we roll a 6, so it's fine. And the next one, we roll a 1, so it's a possible destroy. To destroy the T-34, need to roll a 3+. So roll a 6. That Stugisches is destroyed. Now we're going to go with the others. Oh no, we can do that one even if we should wait for the end for assault. We can assault right now. So now the Soviet with the SMG company will try to assault the Stugisches. It's not as much important for them, but they are 2 inches. They want to stay in the building. For that, they need to push the Stug Platoon away from the railroad station. And the only way is to assault them. On the counterattack of assault, the Stug would be more than likely failing, hopefully by the Soviet. They hope that, and they will go away. So we do defensive fire, and like I said, the Stug is 3 shots each, so we got 6 shots, and they are hit on the 3. So we got 3 hit. So let's put them on all 3 of the infantry team. They need to do their safe. They need a 3+. They're all safe. Now we have the SMG, the Storm Grenadier Platoon, and they haven't shoot anything, so their out of fire is 3. So they have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 shots. So they can fire 15 shots at them. And it's on the 3+. Well, we know we pretty much repel the attack. It's all the hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 hit. If I want to do that somewhere else, I won't be able to do. So we need to save on the 3+. And that's it. So 4 did not survive. So we're going to just remove them. And you have to run away, so they're going to run away 6 inches. So we put them on the other side of the building, I think. Yeah, that bring them on the other side of the building. But the Storm Grenadier, I don't think they are pinned in the foxhole anymore, so I'm going to remove the foxhole for them. So that complete On this side of the map, the three T-34, they destroy one Stug, and the assault to try to push them away from around the railroad station failed from the Soviet infantry. So we'll move to the IS-2 and firing at the T-30, the Stugisches at the other side of the map. Here the IS-2 is 20 inches from the Stugisches, so they can fire one shot. They will hit on the 4. On the 5, because they are concealed from the ground surrounding, so this provides concealment to him. But they don't have penalty for the weapon because they haven't moved. So they need to hit on the 5, 6, because 4 to hit the Stug, 5 for concealment, and 6 for distance. So we need to roll a 6 to hit. And we got a 4 is safe. Now my ISU-152, he can see the Stugisches over there, and he is at the distance of 10 inches, 11 inches. So it's one shot. It's a hit on the 4, 5 by concealment because there's destroy vehicle in between. So we need to roll a 5 to hit the Stugisches. And we get a 2, so he did not hit. So on this side of the map, nobody else is going to be shooting, and we did not destroy anything. Let's go see my last reserve shooting at the Tiger. So when the T-34 deploy, they try to hide behind and use some concealment from the ISU-122. They will fire one shot each because they move, and they're going to aim at the Tiger tank. And for them, they need to hit on the 4 and a 5 because they are concealed behind the wall. So we need 3 shots, hit on a 5. We got 2 hit, so 1 each, because we roll 6. Now the instinct for the T-34 is 12, and the front armor of the Tiger is 9. So we need a 3 to possible and better to save. So the first one on this one here, you got a 1, so it's a possible destroy. The next Tiger, it's a 5, it's completely fine. So we said it's a possible destroy. T-34, the instinct is 3. So the firepower is 3. We need to roll the 3 to destroy. And we roll a 5, so they destroy 1 Tiger. Well, that's a big change in the... Well, that was a big thing, destroying the Tiger with the T-34. One last thing we'll do is, we have some rifle infantry here. There's 2, 14. They're going to shout at the German SS Panzergrenadier. And for them, they are 2 shots each, so 4 shots, 8 shots total against. So we are firing 8 shots against the SS Panzergrenadier. They are hit on 3, 4 because they are concealed. So we have 3 hit, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. So 3 hit. The save is 3. One save, the other are not safe. So they are in bulletproof cover. They need firepower. So we need to roll 6. And we roll 2, 6. So the SS are completely destroyed. So before we start movement, we need to roll for any bailout or pin down. We don't have any bailout. We don't have any pin down unit. But what we do, we have a last stand for my Tiger. And the Tiger last stand, it's a 2. Motivation 2. So we need to roll at least 2 to stay on the battlefield. And we roll a 5, so he's fine to stay on the battlefield. My Storm Grenadier Platoon will try to dig in again. For that, we need to roll at least, what they said, skill is 3, so we need to roll a 3. He got a 3, so he can dig in. We're going to go for movement now. I almost finished my movement. The only one important that need to be rolled is my Stug platoon over there near the railroad station. To be able to shoot at the T-34, they would like to do it rate of fire not moving. So we need to do a blitz move. It's a 3+ because they are veteran skill, 3+. So we need to roll 3 to be able to blitz. And we got a 4, so we blitz. We're going to see movement off the vehicle when we do the shooting phase for them. So let's start with the Stug against the T-34. T-34 is on the 3. We have the Howitzer, so we're going to use the green dice for the Howitzer and the gray for the 7.5. So we hit on the 3 against the T-34 85. So only the Howitzer hit their target. The anti-tank for the Howitzer is 10, and the front armor for the T-34 is 6. So the two T-34 on the table on the street. So we're going to go for the first one near the railroad station. We need at least a 4 to be about bailout possible and better to save. And we'll go 5 is safe, and the next one 4, so it's a possible bailout. For the Howitzer to bail him out, we need to roll a 2+. So on the 2+, I'll bail him out. And you got a 1, so he is safe completely. Now we have the Tiger here. He's going to fire 2 shots at the T-34. They are less than 16 inches, but they are hiding behind the ISU-152, so they are partially concealed. So we need to hit on the 4. So 2 dice need to roll on the 4. You got a 6 and a 3, so it's 1 hit. The anti-tank is 14, and the front armor is 6, so it's firepower. We need a 3 to destroy. And we got 3, so 1 T-34 destroy. So on this end of the table, that is complete. Let's go see in the middle of the table. So we have the Puma, did not move, because they don't have to worry too much about the T-34, it's bail out. But we have 2 shots each against the Puma now. My Stug Formation headquarters move, so he's in front, getting closer. So now he's 16 inches or less from the T-34 here, so he has 1 shot, and it's a direct shot. We're going to start with the Puma. It's a 2 shot each, and we hit on the 4 because they are concealed. I got 4, 3, 2, 3, so 1 hit. The anti-tank is 9, and the front armor is 6, so we need a 3 to possible bailout, and better to be safe. We roll a 3, possible bailout against, need a 4 for that. I got a 5, so he's bailout. My Stug 1 shot, and hit on the 3 is a direct shot. So let's see. Got a 6. It's 11 against 6, so 5 to possible bailout, 6 to be safe. He got 3, so my Stug just need to do a firepower of 3+ to destroy the T-34. And you got a 5, so the T-34 formation headquarters is destroyed. Because my Stug formation HQ move, he cannot spot anymore for the artillery. So with the repeat bombardment, it's going to suffer a +1 because the spotter cannot see. At this case, it will be the west spotter, and it doesn't see the aiming point, so it suffers +1. So instead to hit on the 3, hit on the 4. So we're going to start with the formation HQ for the Soviet rifle team. So hit on a 4. We got a 4 is it. We have 2 platoon of infantry from the rifle company, hit on the 4 as well. And it's 4-2, so 1 hit. They need to do this safe. Because it's a repeat bombardment, they need to reroll save. So formation headquarters, 2 dice, need to save a 3 plus. 3 and 4, so they are safe. And my team of infantry, 2 dice, need a 3 plus to be safe. 3 1, it's a possible, but we need to do firepower. Firepower is 3 plus because they are digging. So we need to roll a 3 to destroy. We roll a 2, it's fine. But both teams, they are now pinned down. During the movement phase, we move the 3 Stungisches here behind the hill, so the ISU-152 don't see him, and the IS-2 don't see them anymore. So that complete turn 5 for the German. So let's start with pinned down unit. We have the formation headquarters for the rifle company that is pinned down, so we need to roll the 3 plus. You got the 2, is stay pinned down, we re-roll because it's the formation headquarters. You got the 2, is stay pinned down. My rifle platoon is pinned down, we need to roll the 3 plus. You got a 4, so it's fine. We have any other pinned down unit or bailout? No. The only bailout was a T-34, it has been destroyed. Now we have to play last stand. Now that we did roll for the pinned down unit, we need to do rally for the last stand. So we have 1 rifle infantry company that is alone, so we need to roll for last stand. And for that you need to roll at least a 4. You roll a 3, so it's out of the battlefield. A second unit that need to roll for last stand is my ISU-152 is alone. His last stand is 3 plus. So with the 3 plus, it will stay on the battlefield. He got 3, stay on the battlefield. The commanding officer of the T-34 here move his tank to be able to see the Tiger. This one did not move, but they stay in command because there's exactly 6 inches in between. So he will have 2 shots with penalty of 1 because of the wall. He will have 1 shot, penalty of 1 for the wall. So to hit the Tiger, 2 shots, he need to roll a 5. He got a 5 and a 2, so there's 1 hit. This one, I only 1 shot, need a 5. He got a 3, nothing happened. So it's 12 instinct against armor of 9. So we need to roll at least a 3 plus to hit. You got a 6. So the Tiger is completely fine. Nothing happened. So this is shooting phase for those guys. We're going to go see the other T-34 platoon trying to hit the Stungisches. The T-34 here did not move, so they have 2 shots each at the Stungisches. So they need to hit on the 4 plus. So we have a 6 and a 6, so there's 2 hit. The instinct is 7. The front armor is 7 against instinct 12. So we need to roll at least a 5 to be possible bailout and a 6 to save. So the 7.5, roll a 4, so it's possible destroy, and the Howitzer, roll a 5, so possible bailout. So the Soviet will need to roll a 3 to destroy the 7.5. A 2, so is only bailout. The other, a 3 plus to bail him out. And you got 5 is bailout, so both vehicles are bailout. That complete turn 5 for the Soviet will go turn 6. Beginning of turn 6 for the German. We will start with the 2 bailout Stungisches. So for them to remount, they need to run motivation fearless 3 plus. So we need to roll a 3 plus. We'll start with the 7.5. Got a 2, he's not bailout. We need for the Howitzer. Got a 3, he's on bail. But because there's only 1 vehicle left, the Howitzer, we need to do a last stand. Last stand for the Stugs, it's a 3 plus. You got a 4, so they will stay on the table. My Tiger 2 need to be rolled for last 10. He's alone, so we need to roll at least a 2. He's a 5, so he's fine, he stay on the battlefield. So that's what is I'll bail out last 10 for my German. So about counterattack, it said for winning the game, the attacker, the German, would if they end their turn on or after the turn 6, holding an objective. So right now we are holding an objective, but the Soviet are inside the 4 inches, so they are blocking the victory for the German. Where we are here is the German can win the game on turn 6. For that, they need to hold the objective at the beginning of their turn. That's what they were doing with the Storm Grenadier inside 4 inches of the objective. They need to meet all victory conditions. They are meeting all victory conditions. And the last thing is to make sure there's no Soviet vehicle or troops inside the 4 inches at the end of their turn. Right now we have one T-34 that is touching the 4 inches near the objective. So for the German, they need, with assault by destroying the tank, move them away from holding the objective to be inside the 4 inches of the objective. For that, we have the Howitzer that succeed last 10 and Raymond. He's gonna fire 2 shots. He hit on the 3, and we will hit that guy here. Because we aim for that, we will add +1 for the wall. So we have 2 shots, hit on the 3. We got a 6 and a 5. So we put 1 on each here. The Soviet front armor is 6, and the anti-tank for the German is 10. So we need to roll at least a 4 to meet the anti-tank of 10, and better will save the tank. So we need at least, for this one, 4 plus. We roll a 2, it's a possible. And the other one, we got 2, is a possible to be destroyed. The Howitzer, destroyed on a 2 plus. Firepower 2 plus. We got a 1, so this vehicle is bailed out. The next one, the 2 plus. We got a 4, the vehicle beside is destroyed. So we have 1 bailout, 1 vehicle destroyed. Now the Storm Grenadier gonna assault the remaining vehicle. First, the German will attack. There's no reason for them because there's no, they don't have Panzerfaust. Yes, they do have Panzerfaust, so it's 1 Panzerfaust to be shot at. So this team will fire his Panzerfaust on the side of the T-34. The Panzerfaust is a moving rate is 1, and tank is 12, and a 5 plus. So we roll to hit. We hit on the 3 plus. So we need to see if the Panzerfaust will hit. It's a 2, so it have no effect. Now the German will assault. So we'll place 2 teams here and 2 teams over here, like that. The reason for that, the other is bailed out and 1 is destroyed. There's not much to do about it. So during the assault, the Soviet will roll 4 dice for the T-34 that is still there, and they hit the German on the 4 plus, so we need 4 plus. So we have a 6, a 5, so it's 2 hit. We will need 5 hit to repel the assault, but with 2 hit, the German need to roll at least a 3 to be safe. We roll a 2 and a 1, so they lose 2. So for example, we remove that one and that one. This one move against, and this one move against. Now my 2 team would roll each one the dice on the 3 plus. They will hit top armor. They has 1 hit. The Soviet will need to roll a dice. With 1 it can be bailed out. Anything else it will be fine. We roll a 5, it's fine. But now the T-34 need to counterattack. The counterattack is 4 plus because they are confident. He rolled a 3, he failed his counterattack, so he need to break off. For that he need to move at least 6 inches, so we back him up 6 inches, And we destroy the bailout tank because he cannot remount, he just run away. Now at this point, German consolidate. They still have 4 teams inside the objective area, or 5 teams because they are touching the objective area. We will consolidate here. And that will end turn 6 for the German, because at the end of their turn, they need to hold the objective at the beginning, meet all victory condition, and at the end of their turn, if there's no Soviet force inside the 4 inches of the objective, they will win the game. So they win the game. This mission is part of the ACE campaign Race for Minsk. It was mission number 3 and was counterattacked by the German. Now the German won that mission. So when we look at the ACE campaign Race for Minsk, it said, take the card that said circling the drain. And when you turn the card, it said the next mission, mission number 4, will be Dust Up. And it's Allied attack. And when you look at the mission Dust Up, it said you roll a die to see who attack, who defend. But because it's an ACE campaign, it already said Dust Up mission, and the Allied are attacking. So the Soviet will be attacking on my next battle report. This completes my video. If you have any comment or you see any big mistake in my part, feel free to mark in the description below or the comments below. I really appreciate every time I get comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon with my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.